Well, hello there. How are you guys this evening? This is day 12 of the 30-day nonprofit challenge, and I am thankful to the Lord to actually be able to say I'm still up and ready to go today. It's been a great day. Well, hi, Danielle. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. So I am Anita Gibson, coach, speaker, and educational strategist. And the question I have for you today is, why are so many of our students not fully ready for college? It is a question that as a parent, you really want to have answered. So I've done a little research here and there and seen a number of things. I have students who are telling me that there are teachers in school who give you A's for just coming to class. This is just some schools and some places. You might not be aware of that as a parent, and you're thinking your child is doing great, and they, hey there, how y'all doing tonight? Good to see you. You may think your child is doing great in school, and don't realize that the A that they received is because they walked into class and not because they actually completed the work. I have students who have told me that they get A's for turning their work in, and they get a check, and then the grade is A, but the work is never checked. Some students, this is happening to in their math classes. And so they're in one school in Algebra 1, and they end up with a final grade of A. But then they may go to another school and take geometry or algebra 2, and they can't get through it at all because the work was never checked to see if it was correct. It was just checked that it was turned in. And so you might not be aware of that as a parent. So you're looking at the A or the B and you're thinking, man, this is great, not realizing what is actually happening. Now, this might not be happening at your school, but you need to find out. You need to talk with your students and make sure that their work is actually being done. We have schools that allow students to bring calculators. They don't even encourage them to memorize their facts. They don't encourage them to have to know how to do mental math. Hey, just use a calculator. And so when it comes time to take certain tests, they may allow them to use a calculator, but it's going to slow them down on things that they should already know and have in their memory, like their multiplication facts. Everybody should know them by heart. It's not okay to use a calculator unless you have a challenge in that area. And so parents, you need to know that. Do your children know their multiplication facts? Have you assumed that they know them and they're in high school? Some children are not taught phonics in school. And so the only words they know are the ones that they have read. And when they come across a word that they don't know, they cannot decipher it because they don't have the tools. They don't know their phonics, and so they can't sound it out. They don't know what the meaning of words are, the endings, of the words are, the beginnings of words. And so they're not able to decipher what the words are. They're just lost. Do your children know their phonics? Can they figure out words in context? Can they comprehend what they are reading? Have you ever asked them, hey, can you read this news article for mommy for a minute? Or can you come over here? I'm trying to get this information down. I need a little help. I can't find my glasses. Can you read this for me? Check and make sure what you think they are getting, they are actually getting. I believe that is part of the reason why we have so many of our students who are going to college and having to take developmental classes. Now, the downside for a parent is developmental classes are not credit classes. Developmental classes mean the parent has to pay for it as if it's a credit, but the child receives no credit for it. And there are some students, it takes them 1 to 2 years to get through all the developmental classes before they are ready for the college freshman classes. which also hinders them because now it means they're going to be in college for possibly 6 years, 7 years instead of 4 years. And there are statistics on that also that shows that there are more and more students who are not getting through college in that 4-year time frame, which the college is not worried about because they're making extra money. However, one problem they're beginning to have is retention. A lot of students aren't going to make it if it takes them 6 years to get through. So as a parent, you need to know what your child is doing. You cannot assume that the school has given them all of the things that they need. And to be honest with you, as a parent, it is partially our responsibility. Actually, it's fully our responsibility. We have just we've actually asked the school to partner with us. I think that's the right way to say it. To partner with us, but it doesn't relinquish our responsibility. It doesn't even matter if they're in high school. They might be in 11th or 12th grade. You have to continue to inspect what you expect. If you expect a thing, every now and then you got to check in to make sure it's being done so that they can reach their full potential. If I had a high school student or a middle school student, I'd be dropping in on that school every now and then. They would know my name. I would sit in on a class. I would get to know exactly what they're expecting. I would get to know the culture of the classrooms. I would make sure my student was in an environment that was helping them learn. Because guess what? If a child does not feel safe, if they're being bullied or harassed, they cannot learn. You cannot learn in an environment that is not safe. If your child is not being given places that are not chaotic and confusing, there are classes where the teacher is sitting at the front and the students are they're in charge and they're doing all kinds of things. Do you know about that? How is your child's classes? When they walk into the classroom, is it in order? Are they receiving the things that they need? It could be public school. It could be private school. It could be charter school. You as a parent, you need to know. You cannot assume that they are being given what they need because there are too many children who are entering college who are not prepared. In our county, actually in the state of Maryland, 65% of our students are requiring developmental classes when they enter their freshman year. Guys, that's too high. They've been in school for 12 years. They should be well prepared to step into college. As parents, we cannot put it on the public school or the private school or the charter school and say, wow, they didn't prepare my child. We need to be checking to make sure that the information that our children are being given, the information that we're being given is accurate. Ask questions. Listen, if your child needs a small, hands-on, individualized environment and you're in the Maryland area, I would encourage you to check out PXL Academy. We partner with a Christian school in our area to provide small classes, individualized help, tutoring, study sessions, study skills, strengths trainings for students who need hands-on help. We have an open house coming up on Wednesday, April 12th from 6 to 6:30 p.m. And then we're going to do a student showcase from 6:30 to 7:30 so you can see what our students are doing and how well they are doing. Listen, if you believe in what we are doing, PXL Academy is out here attempting to educate parents so they know that help and hope are here. We can make a difference. We don't have to allow the government to continue building prisons based on third grade African American males' reading scores. We can decide as a community that we're going to do something about it. And it starts with your own child. And then beyond that child, we can say, listen, what can we do instead of thinking about a prison that needs to be built for this third grader who is not reading, let's go back to that third grader and help them read better. Let's help them get the academics that they need so that they do not have to end up in prison. Hey, Ricky, thank you. Hey, Danielle. Yes, the address is on, if you'd like the address for the open house, it's on my Facebook page. And we would love to see you guys there. But if we could just catch this. Guys, we can make a difference. We don't have to wait on the government. We don't have to wait on anyone. We can decide that we're going to adopt a school in our community, and that we're going to put a program together for every third grader who's not reading well, and provide a free service to them after school to help make sure that that reading comes up to where it needs to be. We can make the difference. Or if you want to help with a student being able to come to our site and be a part of our academy, if we got 50 people to donate $50 a month, we could change the lives of 7 African American males. We are watching students who have done 9th grade twice be able to be turned around, graduate with a college prep diploma, and attend college and have been in college for a year or two now and doing well. We have seen this happen over and over again with students that are struggling coming in to us in middle and high school. So imagine what we could do if we could catch them even sooner. Listen, 50 people donating $50 a month for 1 year would change the lives of 7 African American males, who would give them the potential to find out their purpose, their strengths, to find out that they are smart, to find out that they just learn different, to find out that God has a purpose for them. We need them, guys. I'm 50 some years old, but one day I'm going to need somebody to take care of me and to help me. And so the people that we are helping to build right now, the youth, they are going to be the leaders. And so we need to make sure that we are building leaders who can lead well, that we're building men who can grow up to be responsible, who can hold jobs and take care of families and be good dads. We can do that. We can make the difference. And so I'm encouraging you, join with me in this, I call it a revolution. It's time for us to make a change. And we don't have to wait on anything or anybody, because I believe that God has already given us all that we need. Every resource, every person, every contact, we already have it. We just need to start talking to each other and making a difference. We have to raise the bar. We have to decide we care. It might not be our child, but it will impact our future, because the truth is all of the children are our children. And so on that note, thank you, Overseer. Appreciate you scribing. I appreciate every person that has checked in, has given hearts. I pray you guys have an amazing Sunday. Yes, let's begin the revolution. I'll be talking to you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening. It's Anita Gibson, coach, speaker, educational strategist, and president of PXL Academy. Love you. Good night.